Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 10 of my Human Mage Let's Play. Today, we are currently in Redridge Mountains, and we are at level 17. We're just a little bit into level 17, and we are going to start off the episode with just doing a few different quests in Redridge, and then we are going to continue our Defias Brotherhood quest after we have done a little bit of stuff here. So let's start off the episode. I'm going to go ahead and head south across Lake Everstill here, across this bridge that we've crossed multiple times so far this episode. And I am going to come over here and I'm going to work on Redridge Goulash as well as Underbelly Scales. So there are a ton of enemies in like the southern area of Redridge that I like to fight to work on these two quests. So we have a Gore-Tusk here that we can go ahead and attack. I'm probably not going to finish the Redridge Goulash in like this episode necessarily, but I'm going to try to progress it a little bit as we kill multiple things in order to get the materials we need for that cooking recipe, so we can bring it back, get a little bit of that food, as well as learn the cooking recipe so we can cook it in the future whenever we want, as long as we have the ingredients and the skill. Cooking is not something I have leveled up too much yet this episode. Taking a look at like my skills, the only profession that I have learned is tailoring, and I'm like kind of a little bit behind on it, not like super behind, but I have not learned any other professions or like secondary professions. And then weapon skills, not really important as a mage, and yeah, not much going on. As far as reputation goes, I'm only honored with Stormwind, which is nice because I am a human, so it'll be good for when I'm trying to get my mount for my horse. But other than that, not much going on, and I'm still pretty low on gear as I am only level 17 and I have not discovered any of our advanced pieces of gear yet, including a wand that I have not gotten yet. But here are the black dragon whelps that I am a little scared to fight. I have to make sure that I only fight one of them at once, because you can kind of see now I might die here actually. And I died on my first one. I lost, well, it was a tie there in the 1v1. But I just have to be really careful because they will deal a ton of damage in a very short amount of time, and these black dragon whelps are no business. They're kind of like Defias pillagers from Westfall, where they're relatively squishy. However, they do deal a ton of damage. So we'll just have to be careful about that in the future, and hopefully we won't die every time we fight one. This one was level 18, so maybe we should be a little bit careful, and we could fight ones that are level 17, like that's not one over there. The Gore-Tusk is level 17, so we can go ahead and attack that. And we have to be very careful that we never ever fight two of them at the same time, because I am 100% confident that we will die. But here's a Gore-Tusk here, so let's go ahead and try to get another snout. There are Gore-Tusks in Westfall, so I am kind of planning on fighting some Gore-Tusks over there as well to get some snouts, because we're going to be in that area anyways, and we might as well just like spend some time killing a few Gore-Tusks over there. My rested experience is kind of almost depleted. I haven't been locked out for a long time since the last episode, and like the couple episodes before then as well. So I have not accumulated much rested experience, which is okay, but I am probably going to run out of it at some point. So my experience gain is going to have from killing monsters, which is okay, but just slows down the leveling process a little bit. So we'll just have to kill a few extra things in order to make up for it. So I see there are two black dragon whelps over there. I kind of just don't want to deal with them. Hopefully they wander away a little bit. Oh, there's three of them there. There's a condor we need, but it's pretty high level. Let's try to kill this whelp here. So we got a good critical hit chance off on it. We have no healing potions, which is not great. Hopefully we won't die again against this whelp. I think we need two more in. I need three more, and I did defeat it without going down, so that is nice. But we have to be a little bit careful about these other whelps that are in this area, because there are two kind of patrolling right here, and there's one right there coming up pretty close to us. So let's go ahead and try to defeat this one. Wow, it's far away from that one, and then this one should be pretty well isolated that we can fight it by ourselves. Okay, and I might die here. And I died, but I killed the whelp, so there are 2 whelps there. And this is probably going to be something that occurs a lot in this episode. Unfortunately, we have a little bit of gold, so we can repair our armor without losing out too much. Let's go ahead and run back, and we can loot all of that stuff. Okay, I can resurrect, just buff up real quickly, and then I can loot these. Hopefully I get a scale. I got 1 scale there, so a little bit of progression done on this quest. I can go ahead and oh, that whelp. That was a little weird behavior. Okay, I think we're fine. I'm gonna go ahead and fight this whelp over here. It's level 17, so that should be really nice. I want to get that condor, and there's a ton of whelps over there. This whelp's kind of getting a little close. Okay, it moved away. So let's come over here. These whelps are like very small, cute dragons, and I just love their model so much. They're like a little plushie. They're very cute. But we will be fighting much more dangerous dragons later on. These are actually like the first dragons that we're like fighting, I think, in this Let's Play actually. So that's kind of like a monumentous occasion. Though I don't think we will be fighting. Oh, I hope I don't die. Oh, okay. I was like half a second from dying again right there. And we got another scale, so the sweat was worth it. But I don't think there's like too many dragons that we fight in like the classic version of World of Warcraft. When we get into the Wrath of the Lich King expansion, we will be fighting many more dragons, because dragons have a big impact in that story and that expansion. But in the meantime, we'll just be fighting them occasionally here and there. But let's go ahead and fight this whelp over here. As we get to higher level areas in Eastern Kingdoms, we'll definitely be fighting them more often, because in the Burning Steppes, I believe there are a ton of dragons, and I think I might die here. I messed up my crossbow casting. Hopefully I don't. Oh, the resist is not good. Okay, I went in for a fire blast, and I was able to get some instantaneous damage off there, which helped me fight that whelp and destroy it before it destroyed me. So fortunately, we survived that encounter. Let's go ahead. There's this condor over here, and there's 3 whelps, so there should be a ton of scales over here. I'm going to try to pull this condor first, I think, and then try to isolate the whelps one by one. I see a 4th one just spawned in way over there. Nice thing about these condors, is that they will apparently resist my Frost Nova. But the nice thing is that they are like melee based, but they do knock me down, which is unfortunate. But I can kind of like run around a little bit and kite them, which I can't do. Oh no, am I going to die here? Okay, let us kite this for a moment. And we got Fire Blast off cooldown, and then Frost Nova. Nice. I just did Frost Nova to deal damage to it, and we did not get any condor meat, but that's okay. Probably going to have to get some more food and water here in a moment, because I'm drinking and eating after every single fight right now, which is okay. But let us target this next black dragon whelp, and we can go ahead and fight this one. The point of leveling that we are in right now is kind of interesting, because we are kind of starting to see us branching out in like, oh my god, I walked so far away, in like the locations that we are exploring. So like starting off in the series, we were pretty much only in Elwyn, and then for a couple of episodes we were pretty much only in Westfall. But now we are kind of leveling in like 2 different zones, kind of 3 if we count subquests in like Elwyn, but it's not like super big there. But we were like leveling in Westfall and Redridge Mountains at the same time. And we also just went to Loch Modan, and we did quests there, which is like a 3rd zone. So we are kind of like exploring multiple different areas and doing quests that involve multiple zones at the same exact time, instead of sticking all into one zone. And that's going to become a little bit more prevalent in a couple, or like 10 or 20 levels from now, where we'll be hopping around a bunch of different zones. And then once we get to a very high level, it'll still be true, but we'll kind of be more concentrated in like certain areas, as we'll probably be grinding out a lot of experience. I hope I don't. Oh, okay. So that whelp resisted my frostbolt at the end there, so I ended up dying, but I was able to fire blast it quick enough in order to get rid of it. So we have not killed any of the whelps we fought, but we have died 3 times, where we die at the same time. So I'm definitely a little low level on this fight. I wonder how many deaths I'm at. Right now I think I'm at 3. I'll probably be at like 10 by the end of this episode, given how everything's going right now. But I'll just go run back and we can loot it real quick. Hopefully the whelps that we have killed are not going to respawn quite yet, because I kind of want to reposition myself. They're still like on the ground, which is good. Go ahead and resurrect. We can buff up yet again. Let's sneak in here, loot this whelp. No scale, so that's a little unfortunate. And then I'll come hide over here against this mountain and we can eat and drink. So I see the Redridge Goulash and the Underbelly Scales quest are both level 18 and we are currently level 17. So it is definitely kind of warning us that it might be a tiny bit challenging for us. But that's okay. This whelp was just zooming across. I've seen them doing that. I wonder why. Maybe they're just flying around and having fun and we're kind of just messing up their fun there. That fireball hit me for a lot. And ooh, that whelp's a little close. It's okay. No scale. And just back off, and yet again, I shall eat and drink a little. Okay, here's another one. Let's go ahead and try to take it. We see some gnolls that we were fighting like 2 episodes ago. Or 3 episodes ago? Everything's kind of becoming a blur now that we're at episode 10. Let's go ahead, fight this whelp. We resisted it, but then it resisted us right after, which is okay. We critical hit it though, which is good. And fire blast, and we dealt with that one pretty easily. We are still only at, we're at 3 scales, so we're halfway done with this quest. So we're making a little bit of progress, but these whelps are definitely a little bit scary, so I'm kind of excited to be done fighting them. Let's go ahead and get some more food. I still have 7 water, so I'll wait to conjure some more for right now. But let's find this whelp over here. And it's level 17, so let's go ahead and attack it. Hopefully this tarantula doesn't fight us. I'm just gonna make a risky decision and just kind of move over here for a moment. I think we'll be able to take care of this black dragon whelp before it takes care of us, and we did. And I'm yet again going to drink and eat. I definitely need to be at 100% health. I don't necessarily have to be at 100% mana every time we fight one of these whelps, but the health I definitely have to make sure I'm topped off on, because we are very close in our combat here, and we got another scale, which is good. Or if I had like half health, I would definitely lose against these whelps every single time, but that is okay. And we can deal with this tarantula. It's kind of coming a little close to me. I want to back off a little bit there. Resisted me, unfortunate. One more frostbolt, hopefully it doesn't resist, and it did not. And a spider ichor, that's a little sad, but that is okay. And I think I'll just drink a little bit here just for a moment, and then we can attack this whelp, and then we can just deal with some of the beasts around here for our goulash quest while we wait for the whelps to respawn. Actually, they're respawning already, so we could go over there and deal with them and just try to get this quest in and then focus on just the beasts. I don't think this tarantula is going to pull, because like the tarantula and the whelp aren't like best friends or whatever, even though they're both enemies to us. And this is a little concerning. It stopped attacking us, which is good. A little strange though. Let's go ahead and loot it. And we have 5 out of 6 scales, so that is good for us. And I'm going to go ahead and yet again eat and drink real quick. And now I'm at 4 water, so I can go ahead and just conjure a new batch of water, and I should be good for quite a while. I'll have a full stack of water. And I'm at 5 out of 6 scales, so I only need to fight, well, hopefully only need to fight 1 more whelp. Hopefully this whelp will give me a scale, but shouldn't be too long until we finish this quest. Of course it walks away from me, so I have to like spit. Oh my gosh, it walked away a little bit more. Okay. So fortunately we resisted it, though this is a little scary because we did kind of waste like 2 seconds of our time. Hopefully those 2 seconds aren't make or break for us. And it was not, so that's good. Let's hope for a scale here, and we did not get a scale, but there are 2 whelps over there. So I'm going to try to get the high ground over here, and I'll take a moment to just refresh my health and mana. And those whelps over there are respawning now, so I think I'm going to try... Oh, let's go fight this whelp over here because it's all alone, and I think that would be a smart decision. And then we can, if you don't get a scale from this one, we can try to fight these whelps and try to get them separated, which we successfully did last time, but I'm always a little bit concerned. So here is this whelp here. I think there's a whelp over there that spawns by itself, and that should be spawning soon, so we could also take care of that one. These guards over here, I think if we get close enough to them, they'll help us out, but I don't think we need it. Go ahead and fire blast, and we dealt with that whelp very easily, and we did not get a scale. Very unfortunate. Go ahead, heal up, and then we will try to pull these two whelps over here. I'll try to separate them as best as I can. I believe they will both fight me if I attack one of them, and I'm definitely going to lose that situation. Oh, this whelp over here respawns, so let's work left to right, and let's try to deal with this whelp first. And then if you don't get a skill, we can try to fight the one that's next closest. And then if we don't get a skill from that, we can fight the next one. And then if we don't get a skill from that, we can just be disappointed in ourselves. This whelp's walking towards us. Did not cast Fireball for quite a bit of time. So it's only going to get 2 fireballs off on us, which is still half of our health, but still. And we got a scale from that, so we are done fighting whelps for this quest for now. So let's go ahead and move on. I'm just going to spend some time fighting Gore-Tusks, see if I can find some condors and some spiders as well. And we can just work on this Goulash quest. Afterwards, I think I'm just going to head back into Lakeshire. Oh my gosh, I'm almost dead. I'm fine. This is fine. I should have healed up before fighting this Gore-Tusk. I forgot how powerful they were. Okay, I think we will be fine here. Okay, that was very close. Okay, and we did not. I saw the liver, and then I got reminded of like the old quest in Westfall. But we need snouts, not livers. So these whelps are getting a little close to this Gore-Tusk, but hopefully I can just pull the Gore-Tusk and we will be fine. And then I'll just work my way south a little bit because I saw condors and spiders over there as well. And of course it resisted twice, then attacked. Oh, okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. These Gore-Tusks, for some reason, are being more of a challenge than the whelps. I guess we kind of figured out how to fight the whelps, and we have not fought many Gore-Tusks yet, so we kind of have to figure out a little bit of a strategy here. And this one had nothing on it, which is okay. I am almost at the end of my rested experience, so I'm about to lose that, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it's okay. And I can also conjure enough bread now to have a flat, even, full stack, so I think I'll go ahead and do that. Go ahead and I'll just conjure some food here, and then let's attack this Gore-Tusk over here. I see some whelps over there. Don't need to fight that anymore. You can see there's like a ruined ballista with some like defenses around it. Kind of here defending Lakeshire, though they are kind of positioned into like attacking Lakeshire. Not entirely sure. Maybe they go over and attack anything that's attacking over there, or maybe these are set up by enemies. Not entirely sure. Got another snap, which is nice, and I'm low on mana, so let's go ahead and drink up. I am definitely very excited to unlock our next like water conjure, because we are not getting a lot of mana from this water anymore because our maximum mana has increased by so much, and I would love to have a new one so we don't have to drink for as long of a time every time we sit down to drink. Let's go ahead, fight the Gore-Tusk. I think I'm gonna Frost Nova here. Getting really good at Frost Novaing right before it attacks. Let's go ahead, it's at half health. We can, ooh, we got a critical hit chance. Go ahead and get a couple more off and a Fire Blast, and that worked out well for us. And we got a great Gore-Tusk snout. Let's go ahead and fight this Gore-Tusk right here. And Frost Nova before it attacked me. Let's go. Let's go ahead and finish this Gore-Tusk off. And then I want to go find some... Oh, there's a spider right there. Very convenient. I was about to say I want to go find some spiders and condors. And then the spider just walked up the hill there. And I have 3 mana, so let's go ahead and drink up a little bit so I can restore my mana, so we don't run out of the ability to use spells the next time we fight a Gore-Tusk and get into a ton of trouble. Let's go ahead and run down here. I kind of want to avoid any whelps that are nearby, and I saw one over there on the left. Let's go ahead and attack this tarantula here and try to deal with this. I think there's a ton of condors far to the east, and there's not many here, so I might go on a trip in a later episode and go fight some condors over there and kind of ignore them for now. But I'll try to get some tarantulas killed, and we did not get any spider meat from that one, which is fine. Let's head over here because I know there's a bunch of tarantulas over there, but there's one right here. Let's go ahead and fight this one first. I am on half health, but I think I'll survive. That's probably famous last words right here. I'm poisoned, which is like a little bit unfortunate. I can go ahead and Frost Nova and then back away a little bit and then blast it a little bit, and hopefully I'll be able to kill the tarantula before it gets close enough to me. Fortunately, it didn't break out of Frost Nova for quite a while I was attacking it, so that's good. Go ahead and loot it, and I got a crisp spider meat, so I only need 2 more from tarantulas, so that's good. That's good. Let's go ahead, run over here. I'm gonna have to restore some mana soon, and so let's get some health going as well. And then once I'm full health, I can try to find some more tarantulas. Let's head back over to near where Guard Parker is stationed, because there are a ton of tarantulas over here. Also some gore tusks we can attack while we're over here. Let's go ahead and run up this hill, and I see a tarantula right there. I think there's like 2 oh yeah, there is a second one right there, and a third one way over there. So here are a few tarantulas. Hopefully we are able to get 2 spider meats from them. Go ahead, another one over there, which is nice. This tarantula's running fast. There's Guard Parker, hi Guard Parker, and Frost Nova. Oh, there's a traveling salesman. So this traveling salesman is really cool because we saw him in Elwyn Forest in like episode 4 or something, and now he's here in Redridge, and I believe he goes into Westfall and into Duskwood as well, and he'll wander like all 4 of those zones. So we'll probably see him again in a future episode in a different zone, or maybe in Redridge as well, because we are not done here yet. Let's go ahead and fight this tarantula, and I am now done with my rested experience, so I'm just getting half as much experience as I could, which is the normal amount of experience. Rested experience is like bonus experience, right? But let's go ahead, this tarantula's down. Let's see if we got crisp spider meat. We got nothing from it, and I need to restore some mana here, and then we can fight this next tarantula. There's a bunch of gnolls over there, a ton of gnolls in Redridge as a whole, and there's a ton in the northwest corner of Redridge, as well as the northeast corner of Redridge. Let's go ahead and fight this one. So if you thought the no problem in southern Redridge was bad, wait until we get to northern Redridge. Here's this tarantula. I'll just frostbolt again and frost nova. Oh, I canceled my frostbolt, I think. I was a little too fast on that frost nova there, but that's okay. Fire blast, and done. Very nice. And no crisp spider meat from that. Let's come over here and fight this one. I should have enough mana to deal with it, maybe, potentially. And more tarantulas over there.
I need to get closer.
Go ahead and fight this one. Oh, and I see even another one. So there's definitely a ton of potential for us to get some crisp spider meat here. Let's go ahead and finish up this part of the quest, and then I'll head back towards Lakeshire, and we can turn in our the web quest that we were doing. And then I think the next thing I want to do is head to Stormwind, so we can go talk to the SI7 leader Matthias Shaw, which is a very cool character we have not met yet, and we can try to figure out more about this Defias gang and their connection with the stonemasons. So let's come all the way over here. I think I just want to fight this tarantula first and kind of work my way in a little bit. There we see the bridge heading into Duskwood. This is like the primary way that most people enter Duskwood for the first time, if they're not level 5 and kind of wandering across the river because they're curious and see an area over there, and then quickly discover that it is not an area that they should be in. Most people will come over here because we'll have some quests soon that are going to guide us this direction as we go to Darkshire, which is the main encampment in Duskwood. Go ahead and frostbolt this tarantula a few times, and then frost nova. Let's go ahead and just continue fighting this, and I'm probably going to need to restore my mana after this, which is a-okay. Got this tarantula down, and still no spider meat. We've fought a few now without any spider meats, but that's okay. We are getting quite a bit of experience, and we are getting pretty close to leveling up to level 18. So let's go ahead, heal up, and then go again. Let's run up here, and we have this tarantula here, and a ton of others. And a great Gortusk right here, which is nice. Let's go ahead and deal with this tarantula. And Frost Nova, and then run away a little bit, get a little bit of space, and it did not get Frost Nova, which is okay. We'll be fine here. And let's go ahead and deal with that. And then let's fight one of these tarantulas over here first, and then I think I'll heal up, and then I'll fight this Gortusk that's right here. Okay, we're healed up, and Gortusk is right there, so we can go ahead and try to fight this Gortusk. Have it coming in. I really want to frost Nova. Oh no. Okay, so it did not get Frost Nova. That hit us for a quarter of our health in one hit. But that's okay. We can finish this off pretty quickly. And I tried to Fire Blast there, but there's still a second left on it. And we got a snout from it, so that's very nice. And we got a crisp spider meat as well from the spider that we just killed. So let's go ahead and run over here and find this tarantula, and then hopefully this will be the last spider meat we need for this part of the quest. And I can go ahead and frost over you, just back off a little bit, and then cast some frost bolts. Go ahead and just blast away, fire blast, and no spider meat, which is okay. Another opportunity to gain some more experience here. Let's go ahead and try to fight these two tarantulas over here. Hopefully we can pull them like one by one. Taking a moment to look around this area right now is really cool because it's really pretty. We are in a little bit of a valley right now and it's just gorgeous here. But enough of the scenery. Let's go ahead and fight the beasts here in this land. Tarantulas coming in. We should be able to deal with both of these before having to drink or heal again. At least hopefully we won't. And Frost Nova has kind of not been working out for me lately. Go ahead, finish this tarantula, and no spider meat from it, but let's go ahead and we can fight this one over here. And I'll just cast a fireball. Go ahead and keep casting Frost Novas. Actually, I'm a little bit low on health here, so I might have to try to Frost Nova. And I am fine. As long as I heal, I should be pretty okay. I don't think... Oh, the poison went away. I'm not sure if poison kills you or just takes you to 1% health. I'm not entirely sure. It might end up killing me, so... Fortunately, it went away. Unfortunately, we could eat. And we still need one more crisp spider meat, so let's head back towards Lakeshire and we can fight spiders on the way there. And we should probably get it on the way back. But if not, we can just do another lap around this area. And there might be spiders over here respawning, but I know on the other side of the road, farther north, there were some spiders there. So, oh, there's some spiders here. Let's go ahead and deal with this one. I think there's 3 that spawned in this area, so we have to be a little bit careful that they might be respawning while we're fighting this one. Go ahead and just deal with this tarantula, get it out of the way. There's the tarantula over the road that I was talking about. I accidentally turned around while fighting this tarantula. Go ahead, Frost Nova, and then Frost Bolts. And then we can finish it off with a Fire Blast. A good old combination. And nothing from that tarantula. Let's come over here and fight this tarantula. See what's going on over here. Hopefully this tarantula will give us some crisp spider meat, and hopefully it won't be soggy spider meat like the last 10 spiders that we killed. Let's go ahead, and my Frost Nova is almost off the ground. And it worked successfully this time, just backing off a little bit. So that tarantula behind us respawns, so we can just zigzag back over there and deal with that one if we don't get meat from this one. And we got a veteran shield, which should be a little bit of money at the merchant, which is good. 328 armor just shows how good shields are for like defense, but we are mages, we will not use shields. Comparably, our robes are 34 armor, so that is like 10 times as much armor on that one shield than our robes. Let's go ahead and attack this tarantula. 68 damage and Frost Nova, and it hit me once, which is sad. I'll go ahead, Frostbolt here, and then one more and it should be good. Oh, nope, decided to resist. That's okay. We dealt with it anyways. And we got another item here, Simple Blast of the Eagle. So it's not as good as the ropes that we made last episode, which is kind of lucky because we just spent a lot of time getting those ropes. But also unlucky because it is not an upgrade, but it's still a little bit of money at a merchant, so we can just sell to that. Let's go ahead and head back towards Lakeshire. If we don't get crisp spider meat on the way back, might as well just come back in another episode and we'll probably fight them enough. I should probably move some of these items, the snouts, up here so that I don't accidentally sell it or delete it or something. And let's be careful of the black dragon whelps in this area. There's one right there, but there's a tarantula right here, so let's go ahead and pull this tarantula and then the other one as well. This one is coming in. Let's go ahead and Frost Nova, and then back off a little bit, and then we can fight this tarantula all the way down to 0 health.
That's better.
And it's dead. There we go. And nope, no crisp spider meat. That's okay. That's okay. Everything's okay. Let's fight this tarantula over here. And we can... and we don't have Frost Nova, so we might have to just sit here for a moment and kind of just tank some of its attacks, which is okay, but something I would prefer not to do. One more Frost Nova. Could have just used Fire Blast there. And no crisp spider meat from that. We're being really unlucky with crisp spider meat in this part of the episode. And we have a fellow player over there running around. And I see a spider way over there, but I don't think I want to tangle with that one because there's a whelp in our path. So I'm gonna go ahead and just dash over here, head back to the road, and then if I don't see any spiders nearby, I might go ahead and just call it good for now and come back at another time. I think there's gonna be one spider like right here, so I'll go ahead and just walk over here really quickly, and I can pull it really quickly. This is like one of those like bad situations where I'm like, well, I'll just do one more spider, and then I'll do one more spider, and then I'll keep fighting spiders, and then suddenly half an hour will pass and there is no spider here. So let's go ahead and just turn around and run this direction. It's like World of Warcraft in general. Like, I'll do one more quest, I'll just fight a few more mobs, and then it ends up being like 3 a.m. and you've fought like 500 mobs, and it's not good. But you had fun, so I guess it's good in that sense. But let's go ahead and run up the road back to Lakeshire and keep an eye out for any spiders. I don't think there are any spiders that kind of spawned in this area right here, so we might be out of luck for right now. Kind of looking over a little bit, and I don't see anything. So let's go ahead and head back to Werner Osgood, and we can go ahead and turn in our Black Dragon Whelp quest. And then we can head back over to the flight path, and we can fly to Stormwind so we can go to the SI7's headquarters. Here we are back at Werner. Let's go ahead and chat with him and give him the scales. Here you go. And let's pick, I'm not sure which one would be more gold. I'm just going to pick the boots. And we are done with that quest. We have another quest for him, but we are going to be doing that when we are higher level because it's a little bit higher level than us. Let's go ahead and sell this stuff. The boots we picked up were 4 silver and 20 copper. And we have this liver, ichor, eggs, a light feather, which is super exciting. In one moment, let's go ahead and sell that, and then sell that. So the light feather is a reagent that we need for slow fall. So to use our slow fall ability, we have to have a light feather, and anytime we use it, it uses up 1 light feather, and then it allows us to slow fall for 30 seconds. And it's an instant cast. So if you were like up on like a mountain, like pretend that mountain and then pretend like this water was like land instead. If I were to jump off the mountain, use slow fall, I would gently fall onto the land and I would not take any damage from reaching the bottom of that valley over there. But let's go ahead, talk to the Griffin Master, and let's fly back to Stormwind. Back in Stormwind, it's a little bit rainy out in Elven Forest, but it seems to be a little bit clearer in Stormwind. Let's go ahead and head over to Old Town so we can go chat with Matthias Shaw. Here we are in Old Town, and we're going to go into an area that we have not explored yet. So this signpost here says Command Center, SI7, and Champions Hall all this way. So I mentioned a long time ago that this is where the PvP Center for the alliances. So here we have officer's door, and we can see alliance military ranks, so we can see the enlisted and the officer ranks. So you gain rank by killing horde in battlegrounds or in the open road, and we currently are unranked. We would be private if you just killed a few people, but once we became a knight, we could go ahead and head through this door, and there would be exclusive merchants in there for us, but we are not. We have this accessory merchant here that we can buy some stuff from at level 58 and 45 it looks like. And we also have the command center, which I believe is warriors. Warriors in here have trainers and stuff. We can go ahead and poke in here really quickly. Really interesting area. It's kind of like a keep area with like a bunch of stone. What's in here? Master wood. And yeah, warrior trainers up there. And then we have the SI7 headquarters, which has a lot of rogue trainers as well as rogue stuff. And then it also has important SI7 characters. So let's go ahead and head into the SI7 headquarters, and we can find Matthias Shaw somewhere in here, and we can talk to him about the Defias Brotherhood. The SI7 are like the main intelligence operatives in the Kingdom of Stormwind that work for like the Keen. So they know a lot about what's going on in the road, and they will hopefully know about some Defias Brotherhood stuff. So here is Matthias Shaw. Let's go ahead and chat with him.
Well met.
So welcome to the SI7 headquarters, Athos, the Defias Brotherhood. He says, this matter might be more complex than Stopmantle realizes. The Stonemasons Guild was run by a man named Edwin Van Cleef. Van Cleef was responsible for rebuilding Stormwind after the Orcs razed it in the First War. Apparently, Van Cleef and his men were unhappy with their treatment by the Keen after the reconstruction was complete. That just might explain a thing or two. I have written a more detailed account for your master in Westfall. Take this to him at once.
Be careful.
So let's go ahead and read Shaw's report. Lord Stobmantle. Led by Edwin Van Cleef, the Stonemasons Guild was composed of the most skilled builders among men. The Stonemasons helped to rebuild the broken city of Stormwind that was razed by the Orcs during the First War. Van Cleef and his tradesmen were peerless builders, and their work and artistry was evident in the edifices of the Cathedral of Light and Stormwind Keep itself. However, the nobles of Stormwind ran up a huge debt by expanding the kingdom's military presence through Elwind and into Stranglethorn. The massive debt crippled the kingdom's economy and stripped Van Cleef and his stonemasons of their promised rewards after spending years toiling to rebuild the glorious city. The stonemasons were left broke, forgotten by the city's corrupt officials. Having personally known Edwin Van Cleef my entire life, I can tell you that facing him as a foe is quite a daunting task. You see, he was my childhood friend, and I personally trained him in the ways of the shadows, thinking that one day he might consider a career alongside me. If Van Cleef is heading up the Defias Brotherhood, may the light have mercy on our souls. Written by Master Matthias Shaw, Stormwind Assassins Guild. So we have finished this part of the Defias Brotherhood, and we can go ahead and head back to Westfall, so we can use our Hearthstone here, and we can go chat with Grian Stopmantle. We actually have 2 quests to turn into Grian Stopmantle, I believe. One from Magistrate Solomon, and then we have our Defias Brotherhood quest. So let's go ahead and talk to both of them. Yet another episode. We are here in Sentinel Hill, and we are going to continue being here for a few more episodes probably, and then we'll eventually move on and leave this area as we level up to like level 20 and beyond. But in the meantime, let us chat with Grian Stopmantle, the People's Militia.
What can I do
So
for you?
just first, I'll do Messenger to Westfall. So he says, Magistrate Solomon's note pains me to read, but it is obvious he knows not the war which is waged in Westfall, or else he would know better than to expect aid from the militia. If Stormwind has not deserted us as well, we would not have need for the militia. Take this response to your master in Redridge, Mage, and let him know that my heart is heavy with the loss of good men.
Light bless you.
And now, the Defias Brotherhood. He says, Edwin Van Cleef. I know the name well. To think that a man so industrious and talented could turn into such a scoundrel unnerves me. I need further proof before I believe this. So, we need to discover the location of the Defias hideout. Athos, my scouts report that a Defias messenger has been seen on the road between Moonbrook, the Gold Coast Quarry, and the Jingle Load Mine. I want you to capture him. If he resists, kill him and bring me whatever he is carrying. So, let's go ahead and accept this quest. And we can go ahead and head over to these areas that he has reported at and try to find him and see what information he holds. So I'm going to go ahead and buff up, and I'm going to go ahead and just run over there, and we will see what awaits us. So here we are on the road that he follows along, so we can go ahead and just kind of run down here a little bit. He has a very large path that he follows, and he could be pretty much anywhere. However, he does have a set spawn location, so I'm just going to peek over here real quick and kind of see if he might be over here. He might be in the mine, and I do not want to go in the mine and deal with all that stuff. And he might be in the quarry mine as well, and I don't want to deal with that. So I'm just going to kind of hang out on the outside, and looking on the outside, I don't see any Defias individuals that we want to handle here. So let's go ahead and head over to the quarry. I'll peek in there, and then I'll head to Moonbrook where he has his spawn, and I will see if he is there, and I'll probably hang out there a little bit. So I am running along the path here, and I see the Defias messenger. He is heading towards the quarry right now from the mine. So there's no other players around, so we should have a good chance at fighting him here. Let's go ahead, get close enough. And let's cast some Frostbolts and deal with this messenger quickly. I think he used to say like a rhyme like back in the day, and I've noticed he doesn't really say it anymore. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but we can go ahead and just finish fighting this messenger. And he attempted to run away, but he was frozen, and we dealt with him pretty easily. And he has this mysterious message that we can read. Your Honor. Oh wait, this is not the right one. A mysterious message. Black nails. The sea awaits us. We need your supplies from the north. Strip everything. Every railroad pike. Every water bucket. We need metal. A shipment is due from BB, but long overdue. Come through for me, Black nails. Send your supplies directly to the barn this time. No time to squander. Written by Van Cleef. So that is very interesting. Van Cleef is wanting metal to come to the barn, which is an interesting location. And I guess while we just run back to Sentinel Hill really quickly, I can read Stopmantle's responses to Solomon, which says, Your Honor, all Westfall mourns for your loss, but we are plagued with our own war in Westfall. The farmers have been run off by thieves and mechanical golems. Stormwind withdrew its troops, leaving the people defenseless. I mustered the people's militia in the wake of Stormwind's abandonment to save what remains of this land. To take this militia to Redridge would mean certain doom for Westfall. My regrets, by Brian Stoutmantle. So the entire kingdom of Stormwind is in a very bad situation. The guards of Stormwind are not doing anything to help, and hopefully we figure out why in the future. But for now, we are really figuring out what is going on with the Defias Brotherhood, so we can go ahead and head up to Brian Stoutmantle and deliver this mysterious message over to him and see what he has to say. It says the suit-covered note contains some cryptic text, so very interesting. The messenger was definitely in the mines, reporting or giving this note to someone over there potentially. And he also mentions a place called BB, which is a very interesting acronym, and hopefully we'll figure out what that means in the future. So, the Defias Brotherhood. He says, this is indeed firm proof that Van Cleef is in charge. Now all we need to know is where the Defias gang is hiding out. You've had a stroke of luck while you were gone. We captured a thief trying to steal Saudine's wagon. He has promised to lead us to the hideout in exchange for his life. I want you to defend the traitor so he can reveal the hideout. Return to me once you have uncovered the location. So, this is definitely a little bit of a challenging quest. I believe it's supposed to require like 2 people, but we're going to go ahead and try to do it by ourselves. So Stoutmantle sends a scrawny human like you to protect me. Guess what we'll have to do? Better bring some friends too. You know the deal, right? You watch my back and I'll take you to the Defias hideout. But you better be close by my side. The Defias gang wants my head now. If they see me with you, they'll try to kill me. Let me know when you and any friends you round up are ready to go. Let's accept. And he says, follow me, Athos. I'll take you to the Defias hideout. But you better protect me or I am as good as dead. So, let's go ahead and protect him. We're really close to leveling up to level 18, which I think is going to be really good for us here because this is a little bit of a challenging quest. And it doesn't say anything about people, but definitely going to be a little bit challenging. So hopefully if we get into a pickle, we are able to kill probably a couple of mobs actually, and we'll level up and we'll restore all of our health and mana, and it will be really beneficial in our fight. But let's go ahead and just follow the Defias trader all the way to the Defias hideout. So here we are heading into Moonbrook here. We have a couple players on the side of the road here, and we can kind of just see there are a ton of Defias here just like when we were here last time, and we are going to have to make our way through this town. He says the entrance is hidden here in Moonbrook. Keep your eyes peeled for thieves. They want me dead. The Defias messenger had just respawned. He responds to the blacksmith, I think, and then he just kind of wanders around. But let's go ahead and just try to protect this trader. This pillager is attacking him, so that's not good. And it dealt a ton of damage to him, which is concerning. So I think we're probably going to level up in just a moment. Let's go ahead and we can try to heal up really quickly a little bit. This other pillager over here is probably going to attack as well, so we'll try our best to deal with it. Only level 14 this time though, so let's go ahead and just attack this pillager. I should probably have let it attack the trader first so the trader would stop walking, but whatever. And I leveled up, so that's good. Level 18 now. Let's hope that pillager doesn't get too nearby because we're about to fight this pillager over here. Let's go ahead and attack it, try to get it down. And then that pillager is probably going to attack the Defias trader as well. So this is definitely a little challenging. And let's try to get rid of this pillager. And hopefully I don't die here. Okay. So I am in a very bad situation right now. Very bad situation. And I am probably dead. Oh my god, I am not dead. Okay. I am now dead. So I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen here. The pillager might, or oh, I failed the quest. Gosh dang it. Okay, well, we can try that again. Unfortunately, we have to run all the way back to Sentinel Hill and then run back to here. So that's unfortunate, but that is like the first time we've ever failed a quest, I believe, in this series. So that is what that looks like. So be careful of these river paw bandits here, and let's just run straight back to Sentinel Hill. We did level up though, so we can go ahead and go into our frost, and we can just pick another part of ice shards, which hopefully this trait will be a little bit beneficial to us in our questing here. Here we are back at Sentinel Hill. The trader is here, so we can go ahead and talk to him again, and then we can get back over towards Moonbrook. I think I might rebuff here and then throw this oil of Olaf on us that we had from a long time ago. And then let's be conscious of our bag of marbles, and we can use that if needed. Probably only against rogues. I don't think it'll work against the wizards or pillagers. And let's just follow this trader, and hopefully we succeed this time. Here we are approaching the village again, and hopefully we will have a better time going through here. I see there aren't any pillagers right here where we fought last time. I'm not entirely sure if they just haven't respawned from when we did it, or if there's going to be players in here. Hopefully it is both, but the latter. So I see there are definitely a ton of pillagers around over there though, so let's be really careful, and that pillager is right there. So I might try to be a little risky here, and I'm going to try to deal with this pillager early on. So let's attack this pillager here. Let's go ahead and try to get it down a little bit and just kill it, and then I'll try to heal up a little bit. Okay, so that pillager is dead, and I can take this opportunity to just heal. And is this pillager going to walk in on us too? I think I might let the trader take aggro for a moment. I'm really hoping that pillager doesn't attack us. Let's go ahead and attack this pillager right now. Hopefully we can kill it before the other pillager kind of sees what's going on. Okay. Oh no. Okay. This trader's almost dead, so we need to be really careful here. Let's try to fight this pillager. This is going a little bit better than last time. Okay, so this trader's going to run back for a moment. Let's try to heal up a little bit, and let's try to just attack this pillager, take the aggro, and I'm just going to try to deal with the situation. Let's try to polymorph this pillager over here, and then let's use I'm panicking right now. Let's try to deal with this looter right here. Of course the trader's going for the sheep. Okay, we are not in a great situation right now. I am very low on mana. I'm going to try to cancel this fireball. Okay. I need mana really badly. Hopefully the trader doesn't die. Oh my... Are you kidding me? Okay, I guess we'll try this again. Okay, here we are back in Moonbrook. Third time's the charm? Let's hope. Let's really hope. I'm gonna go ahead and run up here, just deal with this pillager. At this point, I do not care about the little bit of copper I'm gonna get from them. I kind of just want to try to do this as best as I can. I've already died twice. This trader's running across the world to fight this pillager. That's fine. Just don't go anywhere else, buddy. Okay. So, that's a looter now instead of a pillager over there. Let's go ahead and fight this looter. Really hoping he doesn't pull anything from behind. Go ahead and deal with this looter here. And I'll just drink up real quick. And then I got a little bit of mana going there. I'll go ahead and run over here and attack this looter. And hopefully... Oh, this pillager, okay. I see some stuff we killed last time has not respawned yet, so let's go ahead and hope they do not respawn. Oh, that pillager respawned right behind. So, I'm gonna... Just, oh, okay. Let's try to get some mana in really quickly. Let's just aggro this pillager. I'm really stressed out right now. I really hope this other pillager doesn't attack. Okay. Let's run up here. Let's drink some mana or water. And okay, this is looking a little promising, but I don't want to jinx it yet, so I'm just gonna... Okay. So it looks like it's a relatively straight shot for the trader, unless he goes off on a path to kind of go all the way around the village like 4 times. This pillager just respawned right behind us. Hopefully this trader just goes ahead and just shows me where to go. And he's here. And we did it! 3rd time's the charm. We only failed twice there for like a group quest kind of. The power of the mage. The Defias trader says, you can go tell Stoutmantle that this is where the Defias gang is holed up. He showed me the Defias gang. The entrance to wherever their hideout is here at this very fancy barn in Moonbrook that we looked at several episodes ago. So that barn is definitely very unique in the sense that it is where the Defias gang are hiding out at. So let's go ahead and head back over to Grind Stoutmantle and Sentinel Hill. And we can go ahead and turn in these quests and see what lies ahead of us. All clear on Sentinel Hill, Lord Stoutmantle. Heavy Defias movement reported in Moonbrook, however. Let's go ahead and talk to Stoutmantle. The Defias Brotherhood. Most excellent Athos. Van Cleef is as good as ours now that we know where he is hiding. He says, there is but one task left for you to complete. Edwin Van Cleef must be assassinated. While it saddens me to condemn any man to a death sentence, it is for the greater good of the people of Westfall that Van Cleef is laid to rest once and for all. Bring me the villain's head once the deed is done. So, our quest here is to kill the leader of the Defias gang, the former leader of the Stonemasons Guild, Edwin Van Cleef, who is hiding out in Dead Mines, and we are going to do just that. We have another quest that we just unlocked up here for the Dead Mines, and then we have 3 other quests that we have that we can go ahead and do next episode, because hopefully next episode I'm going to try to get a group together to go into the Dead Mines so we can fight any of the Defias there, and we can work our way to Edwin Van Cleef and we can bring him to justice. Let's go ahead, talk to the scout here, pick up yet another quest for the Dead Mines, and we can go ahead and sell off a couple of things and then head to the inn so we can log out, talk to Lewis,
looking for something specific?
And we can sell all of this to you, my friend, and let us just head over to the inn, and hopefully next episode I'll have that group going and we can explore everything in the Dead Mines. But I hope you all enjoyed this episode. A lot of action in the second half of this episode, a little bit slow in the first half, but I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope you all are taking care of yourselves, drinking some water, checking your posture. And if you want to support me, I am really trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, so you can go ahead and subscribe down below. You can also go ahead and leave a comment, and you can like as well to support me. And I hope you all have a good one. I will see you next time in World of Warcraft. Goodbye.